In 2019, Ping brought us the G410 Plus, and it's been pretty successful. Now we have the Ping G410 LST. Let's do it, and let's do it now. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. If you're new to the channel and this is your very first time watching my content, first of all, welcome to the channel. I'm very pleased that you found me. I hope you enjoy this content. On this channel, I bring you guys daily golf-related content that helps you raise your game, lower your handicap, and hopefully just gets you enjoying your golf that tiny bit more. In today's video, I am talking Ping G410 LS Tech. I'm hoping that's a case of start as you mean to go on. Now this is always a funny one for me. I don't understand the timing of this driver. I understand the logic behind it, I understand why we've got it, I understand everything. But why has it come out now? Why didn't it come out at the same time as the Ping G410? So many brands do this. Titleist have just done it with the TS4. Obviously the TS2 and TS3 came out. People have gone and spent the money on those, and now you're telling me there might be one that suits my game better, but you kept it from me, and now it just... I don't know. Now, as you can imagine, with this being part of the G410 family, most of the technology, pretty much all of the technology, is exactly the same. We still have the Dragonfly technology sunk into the crown, we still have the turbulators, and the talking point behind these drivers is we still have Ping's first ever movable weights. I have got the movable weight set to standard because it just seems like a logical thing to do, and I've never been a huge fan of moving movable weights around. It just don't like it. Guys, make sure you do hit those comments below. Is the G410 LS Tech something you're going to be trying this year? Have you bought a G410 already? Have you bought the G410 SF Tech, the straight flight technology? If you're using one, what are you doing with the weights? I'm going to do a video comparing this to the standard Ping G410, but I did feel like this deserved its own video with it being its own driver. So far, it looks very much to me like it is doing what it says on the tin. The spin rates are fairly low. I'm hitting it pretty good today. We're getting out there at a nice distance. And we're actually hitting a few fairways as well, which is always a shock. No, there's the one. And there's the shot that always worries me with these low spin drivers. That was a terrible strike, very heely, never even launched, and the spin rate didn't even get to 2,000. Obviously, that's not the driver's fault, that's my fault, but I can't help but wonder if I'd hit that shot with the standard G410, how much different would it be? Never say you're hitting fairways. Always hit the bad one afterwards. Just like in the Ping G410 range, this driver is available with a number of different stock shaft options. I have it currently in the Even Flow 6.0 75 gram Project X shaft, and I very much like this one. It does seem to be working pretty well for me. I think that's definitely something which all manufacturers are doing better on now. Much more shaft options as stock, rather than paying a fortune for an upcharge. That's as good as it gets, that really is. You do really get that solid thud sound with this driver. It's not like any other drivers on the market. For me, the M5 is the best driver acoustically on the market, followed by the Callaway Epic Flash, which sounds pretty fantastic. This thing's in kind of its own category. For me, it sounds a little bit deeper, a little bit harsher, maybe a little bit harder. Sound is feel, yeah? We still have the heat-treated forged face, so you still do get that forgiveness generally wherever you hit it on the face. Unless it's where I hit that other one, like kind of there. Now I think it's going to be really interesting to see just what kind of reception the G410 LS Tech gets. I'm sure there's plenty of low handicappers, even potentially mid handicappers who've been waiting for this driver, can't wait to get their hands on the driver. You've been loyal Ping fans for a long time, but you just want the latest low spin driver. Here it is. You see, now I'm a very high spin player anyway, so for me a driver like this is definitely going to suit me more. The numbers that I'm producing, I'm going to go through the numbers in a few minutes time. The numbers I produce with this on a good swing in relation to what I would expect are very, very good, to be fair. On a bad swing, the spin rate does creep up. Again, that's pilot error. These things can only do so much, remember. Okay, last shot before we take a look at the numbers. Let's go after one. So, the Ping G410 LST Driver. What's it like? Let's find out. So first off, as always, that is pretty impressive. Obviously we had that one rogue swing, which I was expecting 10 shots, because if I'm being honest, I'm not that good. But what about the numbers? So straight away, looking at distances, all there or thereabouts. Seemed to kind of drop off at the end there. Maybe the swing was getting a tiny bit tired, but I would hope not, because these are kind of, apart from a warm-up, the only shots I've hit today. Average distance, 266, so not fantastic. I think there's definitely a few shots in there that's robbed that, especially number 5 there, but we like to keep them in, don't we? Average spin, this is where things are going to get interesting, 2.7. So for me, that is a pretty solid spin number, especially considering there are a couple at the end there that were up in the high 3000s. So that on average is a very, very good number for me. Club head speed 106.2, so that shows why the distances aren't where they were at the start of the season, because I've regressed, no idea how or why, but that's golf. With a ball speed of 156.7, so a pretty good return for that club head speed. So, as a club, on its own, what do we make of the Ping G410 LST? Guys, make sure you hit those comments below. Let me know what you think to the LST. For me, this is a very, very, very good driver. I've been waiting for this to come out, to be fair. I knew it was coming as soon as we got the G410. We got a memo saying there is an LST coming, we just don't know when. The big gripe for me is, why has it come now? If you knew it was coming, why not release it with the other drivers? There's other brands doing that as well, so it's not just Ping. There must be something behind it. There must be a marketing thing behind it, or something like that. I am very much looking forward to putting this head-to-head, and I've just realised for the last few minutes I've been holding the Ping G410 Plus and not the Ping G410 LST. So I am very much looking forward to putting this against the standard Ping G410. I'm going to shoot this video immediately after this video that you're watching now. So if you do want to see that, that will be on the channel soon. I wonder what's going to happen with that. The LST's provided me with a very good spin number there. For me, usually I'd be seeing around 2.8. Obviously, we've got a 2.7 average with a few real high ones. That's obviously down to how I'm hitting it. So hopefully we can put a couple of good swings on the standard Ping G410, a couple of bad swings on the standard Ping G410, and see just how they compare. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed that. If you're in the market for a new low spin driver, make sure you go check out the Ping G410. Make sure you go check out the COBRA F9, the Titleist TS3, the TAYLORMADE M5, the Titleist TS4. There's plenty of drivers out there for you this year, guys. Just go and find the one that is for you. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Comment below, what do you think to the Ping G410 LST? And as always, I'll see you tomorrow.